Hey, it's Friday! Welcome to another beautiful Friday afternoon out here in West Vancouver, folks, on Thanksgiving weekend. Monday is a public holiday in Canada. It's Thanksgiving and everybody and their dogs going away for the weekend because the weather is perfect, and it's probably some of the last perfect weather we will have because some parts of Canada already started getting snow. So the weather is going to start chilling very quickly from here on in, I guess. Thanksgiving weekend, it's apparently you don't want to go close to a ferry, or you don't want to take a ferry this weekend because it's absolutely ridiculously busy. They were saying on the radio that they are expecting, BC ferries are expecting queues and missed sailings for walk-on passengers. Apparently that's kind of unheard of. You know, if you walk onto the ferry, you get onto the ferry. Cars, yes, there's queues and they can only take a certain amount, but apparently even walk-ons will have will have to wait a couple of sailings this time around. So unless you've reserved your spot quite a while ago already, don't want to go on a ferry this weekend. Anyway, today I want to talk about something else. I just read that the Canadian courts, or the High Court or something, has struck down a law that forbade businesses to pass on credit card fees to customers. Now, I mean, we all know that. We all use our credit cards because we get those bonus points. Now, I know in South Africa, the law also says, or the card companies also said that, hey, you're not allowed to say, hey, if you pay with a credit card, I'm going to charge you an extra 3%, because that's roughly what the credit card companies charge as businesses, anywhere between 2.5, 2.9% plus a little fee. So the businesses always had to take that cost, or just, you know, they had to take the hit. And the credit card company said, if you want to use the credit card, you're not allowed to pass the cost on to the consumer. Now, the Canadian courts came out and said, well, you can't do that. The business has the prerogative to pass the fees on to the consumer. So there's going to be quite a bit of change in the way people use credit cards, because now suddenly those bonus points and travel miles and everything you get is going to cost you money. You know, I mean, the bottom line is, like they were saying, the one guy was saying, is like, where do you think, who pays for those bonus miles and all that travel miles or cashback or everything that you're getting? Who pays for it? It's the business, because if you pay $100, $3 of that, if you make a payment on your credit card for $100, $3 from that, the business has to pay over to the credit card company, or $2.90. The credit card company keeps 90 cents and passes the $2 back to you as your 2% cash back, or in the form of travel miles or air miles or whatever it's called. So now, with this new rule, or the court saying that the business is allowed to pass it on to the consumer, what's going to happen is, when you buy something for $100 and you pay by credit card, the businesses can say, all right, cool, it's $103 or $102.90, because we're adding the credit card fees onto that. So you're paying an extra $2.90. And then the $2 that you get back, or the 2% that you get back, kind of loses all its allure, because you are paying $2.90 to get $2 back. So in other words, it's not going to make sense. So it's going to be interesting to see how this played out, because what happens is they actually did a survey, and I think about 20% of businesses said straight away they're going to add credit card fees. I know TELUS, one of the big the big cell mobile company or connectivity company, they already let all their customers know that from now on, if you pay by credit card, we are adding the credit card fees on top of your payment. So 20% of businesses said they're definitely going to do it. I think 40% of the other businesses said that, hey, we'll see if our competitors do it, we will do it too. So, you know, one or two things is going to happen. People are going to go, well, that guy's doing it, so now I can do it too. And then before you know it, almost everybody's going to do it. Or maybe people are going to go, well, everybody else is doing it, so I won't do it. Maybe I'll draw more customers, and we're hoping for it to go that way. Anyway, the bottom line is it's definitely going to change how people use credit cards, because suddenly the value of using a credit card is completely gone. The only real value that you have from using a credit card now is the fact that you basically borrowing money. You can use money that you don't have. And unfortunately, the reality is, who are the people that's going to be impacted by this the most? The people that are short on cash and that have to go out and now go and buy stuff on their credit card to survive. And now they're going to pay that extra fee, you know, so yeah. If you are, it's going to be the people that struggle the most. You know, rich guys with their credit cards, they bought on their credit cards because they got the points, but all of them know math, or most of them know math, so they're going to be like, now it doesn't make sense to buy it on my credit card. I did it. We do it all the time. We buy stuff on the credit card because Belinda and myself, we got credit cards with cash back. So, well, it's great, you know. It's like 2% money back for everything you buy. It's awesome. But now we're going to stop doing it. I'm not going to use my credit card if I have to pay the fee. The sum doesn't make sense. So I'm going to go back to my debit card because I have money in the bank. But the person that doesn't have money in the bank, they're just going to have to carry on using the credit card, and now suddenly it's just going to cost them more, which sucks, I guess. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Credit cards in Canada. You all must have a good one. Cheers.